Hello, my name is Markku Kylänpää and I will talk about the Helios Personal Data Storage Manager. Helios applications need a mechanism to store and retrieve data. Users may have different preferences where this data should be stored. Some users may prefer cloud-based storage. Other users might prefer to store their data in their local device, and some users might have a server somewhere, for example, at their home. Helios Personal Data Storage Manager is meant to hide this storage layer complexity from application developers, as application developers prefer unified storage approach and want to hide this storage location complexity and code their applications to use the single API independent of the storage location. Helios Personal Data Storage Manager is one of these Helios core API components, and the main functionality is to provide this location and access method transparency. This manager also interacts with other Helios core components, for example, Profile Manager. Main interface is called Helios Storage that provides 4 basic operations: download, upload, delete, and list. Download operation can be used to download the objects from Helios Storage, and upload can be used to upload objects to this storage. Then there's also this delete operation to remove these objects from the storage, and the list operation to list the content of the or object of the storage. The current implementation is local file system based implementation. All data is stored in the local device. There's a singleton class called Helios Storage Manager that can be used to manage this storage, and there are 4 implementation classes for this download, upload, and delete and list operations. Future versions may support also other backends, and this interface is asynchronous, as this operations may take some time, and we cannot use synchronous methods here. So there are listeners and callback functions that are called when the operation is completed. Here's an example of a basic usage of this Helios Storage Manager. As this is a singleton class, we must first get an instance of this class, and then we can call these methods download and upload, and then there's also this parameter listener that is an interface object that contains that callback function method. This is an open source code, and we have a code in a GitHub. The GitHub repository contains a few directories. The library itself is in a lib subdirectory, and there's another code in an app subdirectory that contains some example application, and then there's a doc subdirectory for documentation, and in addition to that we have some Gradle build scripts in that repository. The repository can be cloned to local computer and opened with Android Studio as an existing project. And with the Android Studio it is possible to build this system and then run a test application. There's also some documentation, and there's a Java doc that describes these interfaces, classes and class methods in more detailed, and there's also top level readme markdown file that contains a project description. As a future work, the current implementation is using hard-coded local file system based implementation. We could provide alternative implementations, and integration with profile manager can be implemented so that this storage alternative can be a part of the profile. And Helios has a concept called extension modules that can be also used to provide alternative storage implementations. And we can also figure out if there's a need to add more operations to this interface. That's all. Thank you for your time.